The Ghost of Lexicon Hill Campground. Halloween had always been a favorite time for Mary and her friends to go camping. This year, they had chosen the secluded Lexicon Hill Campground deep within the woods, far from the bustling city. The campfire crackled as they shared ghost stories under the moonlit sky, unaware of the terror that awaited them. As midnight approached on Halloween night at Lexicon Hill, a thick fog began to creep all around, obscuring the campers' surroundings. Unease settled in, but they dismissed it as a natural part of the eerie ambiance. Mary retired to her tent, the others following suit. In the dead of night, Mary awoke to an unnatural coldness that seemed to seep through her sleeping bag. Groggy and disoriented, she unzipped her sleeping bag to find a figure lying next to her. A chill ran down her spine as she realized it was a ghostly figure, peaceful and pale. The ghost appeared to be sleeping, yet the sight sent panic coursing through Mary. She zipped her sleeping bag back, her heart racing, unsure of what she saw was real or a product of her imagination. The ghostly figure had a drawing beauty, but its presence was anything but comforting. Mary bravely left to wake her friends, each of them reacting with a mix of disbelief and terror at the sight before them. The ghost remained peacefully asleep, undisturbed by their presence. They decided to approach it cautiously, curiosity overcoming fear. As they inched closer, the campers noticed the ghost resembled a young woman in her 20s, her face serene in slumber. Her transparent form seemed to hover just above the ground, glowing faintly in the moonlight. One of Mary's friends, feeling a surge of courage, reached out to touch the ghost. The moment his hand made contact, the atmosphere changed. The ghost's eyes snapped open, gleaming with an unnatural hollow light. A bone-chilling shriek filled the air, causing the group to recoil in fear. The ghost's peaceful demeanor had transformed into a terrifying one. The ghost let out a blood-curdling wail, her features contorted in agony. The ground shook, and the night seemed to come alive with haunting energy. Panicked, the campers sprinted away from the ghost, fear driving them deeper into the woods. They stumbled upon an old, dilapidated cabin and barricaded themselves inside, the horrifying encounter still fresh in their minds. Determined to survive, they searched for a way to banish the vengeful spirit. The campers found an old medicine book and found a section on trees and herbs, particularly pine needles. They learned that if you stick a pine needle in a ghost's mouth, it would sizzle and melt the ghost away. Armed with the newfound knowledge, they returned to the spot where they had encountered the ghost. With trembling hands, Mary placed a pine needle in the ghost's mouth, a desperate plea to banish the tortured spirit. As the pine needle was placed in the cold, hollow mouth, the ghost's visage softened, and an unearthly form slowly dissipated into the night, leaving behind a sense of calm and a single droplet of liquid. The next morning, Lexicon Hill Campground was peaceful, and the sun shone brightly as if the events of the previous night were but a distant nightmare. However, the campers would never forget the haunting encounter with the ghost on that Halloween night, a memory that would forever send shivers down their spines. For more campfire stories, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us online at campersandvampires.com.